Now it's time to throw a leg over Yamaha's newest middleweight V-twin chopper-inspired cruiser, the Stryker. Late last fall, Yamaha launched the Long Low Custom in an effort to round out its cruiser range, which at the time was topped by the similar-looking but larger displacement 1900cc Raider. With the Stryker, riders can fire up a 1304cc single-cam fuel-injected V-twin that breathes in through a dual-bore 40mm throttle body, out through a pair of beefy 2-1-2 slash-cut pipes. Up front, the raked-out 41mm fork sports a single 340mm disc brake for all the stops, while the go is delivered to the Stryker's beefy rear tire through a wide-ratio 5-speed tranny, feeding the belt final drive. So how does it all work out on the open road? Well, assisting us this week is a longtime Royal Star owner and former OPP Staff Sergeant, Mr. Bernie Gaw.
So Bernie, you're a Royal Star owner and you've put a lot of miles on that cruiser. I thought it'd be really interesting to see what your impression would be of the Stryker. What was your first impression when you saw it?
First impression, it really stands out as a pretty exciting looking motorcycle.
Yeah.
Certainly a lot different from what my Royal Star is. And it feels a lot different when you first throw your leg over the seat. You know, it was really comfortable. I got to be honest, I was pleasantly surprised.
Right.
My former bike was a V-Star 1100 Custom, and the seat on it I did not appreciate. I changed it over for an aftermarket seat. But this seat, in the riding we did today, I found to be very, very comfortable.
Yeah.
The fit and feel of the bike was fantastic. My legs, as you may have noticed, are not that terribly long, and yet I could comfortably handle the ground with this bike.
Let's talk about that motor, because it's certainly front and center with those gorgeous pipes. What did you think of the engine?
All kinds of power. All kinds of power. In my former life, knowing how important 80 kilometers an hour is, I don't know what you need fourth and fifth gear for in this machine. It's got lots of power and handles really well.
Yeah.
If anything, fourth gear I found to be quite comfortable for the speed limit.
Yeah.
And with fifth, it was kind of fighting itself. It wanted to go a little faster type
right.
thing. But, and lots of torque up through the gears.
Yeah.
Really nice. First time I've ever driven a belt-driven bike as well, and didn't find it to be an issue at all.
And once we finish discussing the motor, we have to talk about those crazy pipes. What did you think of the sound?
I thought the sound was just fantastic. I really like to be able to hear a motorcycle. As a matter of fact, I put a set of slip-ons on my Royal Star to bring its throatiness up a little bit.
Right.
These are really nice, really comfortable to listen to. I think you could drive all day, wouldn't have an issue with these. And you know you're riding a motorcycle at the same time.
What about the brakes on this bike?
I didn't have a problem with the brakes. Mainly I was on the rear brake. I didn't get into the front brake that much. For my hand, I found the front lever needed to be adjusted back. I really had to stretch to get out and use it, so I really wasn't on it that much. But I found the brakes to be solid. Didn't have any trouble with control of the bike whatsoever.
Now we were on some back roads today. We did a little bit of a Prince Edward County wine country, and some of the roads were a little choppy and broken up, so we thought, okay, this will really push us in terms of the suspension. What did you think of the suspension?
It was a little rough. When you hit the rough road, you knew you were on rough road.
Yeah.
There wasn't much give left in it at all.
Yeah.
It was really nice and firm on the smoother highway, handled really well.
Yeah.
But on the rough stuff, you wanted to slow down.
Right. Because
it started to bounce pretty good.
I found that there was a little bit of vibration in the feet, absolutely no vibration in the hands. Just enough in the feet to let you know you had a motor down there, but nothing in the hands. How about for you?
I'd have to agree totally. The hand grips, there wasn't an issue, and the rear view mirrors were solid. They weren't shaken or anything at all.
Yeah.
You know, my only concern about the mirrors, I'm rather broad across the shoulders, and I found the field of vision behind from the mirrors was about 50-50. I lost a lot of it just looking at myself, not being able to get behind and see what was coming.
So who would you recommend it to?
Who would I recommend it to? Anybody, I think an experienced rider. I think this machine's got, for a brand new motorcyclist that wants to get onto it, this is a lot of motorcycle. For an experienced rider that wants to put the excitement back in riding and yet has the common sense to deal with it,
yep,
this is a fantastic machine.
Right.
You know.
Fantastic.
Yep.
That's a pretty good 2 thumbs up.
You betcha.
Okay.
If you got any you want to give away, there's room in my garage.
We'll talk to Yamaha about that. Nice job, Bertie.
Take care.